We are the dollars and cents.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're doing another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from a fragrance. Yeah, same house, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you it's another Lattafa, guys. I got a few of these left. I think I mentioned that in my New Year's video. Got a few of these left, and I'm proud to have them in waiting here in my queue. There's a couple of other clone houses I'm going to do as well, guys, but I'm going to have more of these. So, and actually, this is going to be one that I actually saw. I wanted to get my hands on it. And I say, in full transparency, I tried it a while back, but I didn't buy it. I barely even remember what it smells like. And honestly, there's two of these. There's a flanker to this one. Honestly, I don't remember I don't remember how any of them smells, what I meant to say, guys. So I feel like I'm going in fresh with these, but again, we'll see. And they're going to be the Ajwads, guys. I have both of them right here. One's called Ajwad Pink to Pink, and the other one is just Ajwad Original. I did read that both of them are unisex. So even though the pink to pink sounds like it would be woman's because it's, has the word pink in it, I do think it's going to be safe for men. But again, we'll find out and see, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take this fragrance. We're going to do the Ajwad here first. Go ahead and take this fragrance out of the plastic for you guys. All right, guys, here's the box for Ajwad, guys. Very beautiful box we got here. Lots of colors. This is what actually caught my eye when I first saw this one in Dallas at one of my shops that I go buy my cheapies from. And yeah, the box really stood out to me. Actually, both boxes are really, really beautiful. But yeah, the colors on this are awesome. We do have a nice gold here. Just say Ajwad here. There's like an A, almost looks like an old school book, like a Bible or something like that. It has that A there. It says Ajwad on the back with some information. We do have the hologram for authenticity here. We do have a pull tab on the side. It slides open like so. And we do have an inlay there that shows you where the bottle goes, guys. And the back of this box is going to be the same as the front. So you can check that out there. And okay, guys, let me show you guys this beautiful bottle. I don't know which one's prettier, the bottle or the box, guys, but we do have a Nasamado type looking bottle here. Same color scheme as the box. Very, I don't know if you want to call that bright, but it's very, very colorful. I do like the color scheme here. It matches really well. It does say Ajwad here, Lattafa here at the bottom. Nice wooden cap. I believe that is real wood. Gold atomizer here. Very weighty wood here. Little cut out there so you can put it on the bottle, guys. Yeah, beautiful bottle from Lattafa. I told you guys here in my previous videos that, man, sometimes they'll make their bottles and or boxes really cheap, and sometimes they'll step it up. And this is one of the ones that I actually like. This one has a nice box and a nice bottle, guys. But let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit of information about this fragrance, guys. So Ajwad from the house of Lattafa Perfumes is a unisex woody aromatic fragrance released in 2021. Don't know the notes behind this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum concentration, guys. The notes for this fragrance, guys. In the top, we have fruity notes. In the mid, we have rose and jasmine. And in the base, to round things off, with vanilla, musk, amber, and cedar. A lot of people are saying this was Mancera's, Rose's Vanille. Again, then we have Intense Cafe from Montal. Again, I thought Intense Cafe was a coffee fragrance, guys. So I don't know. We'll see what this one is, though. But people are saying this is great value and has good performance. And like most Lattafas, guys, yeah, we're gonna have really good performance on this fragrance, guys. But let's get to the best part, guys. Let's get to the first impressions. I'm gonna go ahead and make this my scent of the evening and spray my hand here. Take this beautiful cap off, guys. Take a couple sprays here. Let's check this one out. Okay, a lot of juice came out. Not the best sprayer, but a lot of juice did come out. A little bit hard getting this back on. There it goes. Okay, just need to push down a little bit harder. Okay, yeah, definitely getting a feminine vibe with this one. A lot of fruity notes. A lot of fruity notes and vanilla. Getting a bit of a there's a fruit note in there that really stands out amongst the rest. I'm not really sure what it is because it just says fruity notes, so it's not specific. If I had to guess, it's like a lychee. Something very sharp but creamy. Definitely getting the rose, but it's not. That's probably what was giving it the femininity or the jasmine. But yeah, very fruity and creamy. One could say it's a little bit like an Herba Pura type, but not as sweet and creamy. Yeah. With that rose, I believe it's the rose and or the jasmine combination. It's definitely leaning feminine. But I'm gonna guess that after the top notes sort of die down, that it's gonna sort of go into its unisex realm. But right now, it definitely is leaning feminine, which makes me think that the pink is gonna be really feminine. We'll see. Yeah, this might be one of those reviews to where hey, I'm gonna try it. If it ends up staying feminine, then I'm trying it. You don't have to, um, and you won't have to. Right now, it's not awful. Definitely very fruity. It's very juicy. I don't know what fruit notes are in here. It just says fruity notes, but it's definitely more of a tropical feel, like maybe some mango, some lychee, maybe some pineapple. It's very sharp. Maybe some like some black currant or some plum, something like that. Something that gives it a bit of a juicy sharpness. But definitely, there's definitely like a mango tropical smoothie feel. Again, it's not like Herba Pura, but it's sort of like in the same family, if you will. But yeah, the vanilla and musk are very prominent. So it's very sweet and it has that muskiness that musk brings to the table. Can't really describe it. If you guys know what musk smells like, then you know what I'm talking about. It's like a powdery type of sweetness. So yeah, this one's fruity, sweet from the vanilla, so a little gourmandy, rosy and or just floral from the rose and the jasmine, and musky. A little bit spicy, a little bit warm spicy. Wood notes are in there, but they're not super prominent, which is going to be the cedar. Yeah, yeah, it smells good, guys. Again, not having my socks blown off right now. Smells nice. Definitely lean feminine, like I said again. I'll probably say that again in the update because I don't see this one changing too much, but we'll see. That's what the update's for. This does remind me of something else. I just cannot put my finger on it. Something that I've tried in the recent past, I guess. But there's something about this that I've tried. It reminds me of another fragrance. I just can't pinpoint it. And if I get it, obviously I'll let you guys know in the update, guys. But right now, that's pretty much all I'm getting, guys. What I just said a couple of seconds ago, and I don't want to repeat myself for the sake of time. So I'm going to wear this fragrance tonight and over the next couple of days and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, guys, welcome back to my update for Ajwad from the house of Lattafa Perfumes, guys. What can I say about this fragrance? Well, I will start by saying that I did like this one. At first, I was on the fence because, yes, it was very feminine. After wearing it a couple of times, I sort of came back down to earth and was like, all right, this isn't that bad. It actually reminded me of a few other niche perfumes. We'll get to that in a second. But I will say, in the first half of the video, I mentioned that I thought that there was a little bit more going on with this one. And I mentioned that I thought in the fruit notes, I picked up some lychee or some lychee. And actually, I looked up I cross-referenced the fragrance notes, and I did see that there was lychee in this. It's actually missing a couple of notes from the original composition that I said. Quickly, I said that there was fruity notes, rose, jasmine, vanilla, musk, amber, and cedar. What from the websites, from the Lattafa website, which I need to start going there, but honestly, sometimes they don't post them. Was they missed the bergamot, the lychee or the lychee, which is what I picked up on, cinnamon, which is a very important note in this one, and sandalwood. But the rest of the notes were there, apparently. I will say this one did remind me in the opening. Then, like I said, I think this one reminded me of 3. Not exact, but it sort of reminded me vaguely of 3 other niche perfumes. Maybe you guys have tried them. When you, like the first phase of this one, I got that lychee note, and it reminded me of What We Do in Paris is Secret from What We Do is Secret. That's the name of the house, apparently. And that was one of the first niche fragrances I've ever tried, and I really, really like that one. That one has lychee and it has rose and has maybe some bergamot, I think. But there's a couple of notes in there, some vanilla that sort of give it that vibe. That's what made me think there was lychee in it because it reminded me of that fragrance briefly. In the second phase of this fragrance, after about an hour or two, I got Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. And if you guys know that one was like orange blossom, I believe. And some it's very sugary and sweet, and I can't remember all the other notes in that. It doesn't have, going off of memory here, the notes in this one here, but something in it gave me that vibe. Something in this gave me a vibe of orange blossom, like the orange blossom, very sweet, sugary fragrance you get from Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. And in the dry down, like way later, and this is actually, and we'll get to the performance here in a minute, but I wore this last night. For the first half of the video, and I woke up and I can still smell it on myself. So we'll get to performance in a second. But whenever I woke up in the morning, I still got decent wafts of it. And Unfortunately, because it's the dry down, I usually like the openings. Unfortunately, the dry down was my favorite part. And upon wearing it again, I remember thinking, okay, this reminds me of something. And it finally hit me over the head. It reminds me of Smoking Rouge or Rouge Smoking from BDK. And I actually had that fragrance. I can't remember if I did a video on it or not. If I did, I'll put it down below. But that one was like a very, I think it had cinnamon and it had like cherries and some pink pepper and some other stuff in it. But honestly, I couldn't figure out what in this gave it that vibe. And I'm gonna guess it's the cinnamon with some vanilla and maybe some of the fruity notes. Maybe there's cherry in there. I'm not really sure. But it did give me that vibe of the Rouge Smoking from BDK. So I think if I look back, I know that the What We Do in Paris is Secret is unisex, but the other two, the Love Don't Be Shy and the Rouge Smoking, I think those are primarily for women. I know that for Granica says that Rouge Smoking is unisex, but I think when it first came out, I think it said only for women. But again, you guys can correct me in the comments because you guys are the experts, not me. But let's just say 2 out of 3 of those were supposed to be women's fragrances. So it's definitely going to lean towards the feminine side. But I do like this one. The quality here, guys, is top notch. This stuff, it lasts a long time. And it smells really, really good. It just leans a bit more feminine, which I'm not used to. But I mean, I liked Rouge Smoking. And I actually liked all 3 of those fragrances that I mentioned this reminds me of. So honestly, that's why I like it, because it does remind me of those 3. And I owned all 3 of those at some point in my my fragrance journey, guys. But all right, so let's get to the performance. The longevity, 8 hours, 8+ hours. This stuff lasts a long time. I wore it last night, lasted till this morning, showered, wore it again to work today, smelled it until I took a shower about 30 minutes ago. So if that says anything about the strength of this fragrance, guys. The projection, very, very good. Not going to say beast because it's not really that heavy of a fragrance. It's sweet from vanilla. But that's really the note to my nose anyway. And the rose is what's going to carry this one across the finish line. Maybe that cinnamon, but it's like that's what you're really going to get. Maybe the fruity notes. The fruity notes mixed with the vanilla and the cinnamon, I think, it's really what you're going to get mostly of. But it's not super in your face. I wasn't offended by this one at all. I didn't think it was going to be too cloying. I tend to go with a lot of sprays. This sprayer here, it sprays a lot of juice, guys. So you're only going to need a few with this one because it shoots out a big mist too. So you're going to get a lot, and it's going to get a lot of coverage. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I think the performance overall was really, really good for this one. It's stellar. I think it was for a $25 fragrance. It's really, really good, guys. Seasons for this fragrance, I think you can wear this one for mostly cool and colder weather, guys. So spring, what do I always say? Fall, winter, early spring. For the cooler, colder weather, guys. You guys can try it in the warmer weather, but I don't think it's going to work. I think it's too sweet for that. And honestly, wherever you would wear the 3 that I mentioned, that's where you want to wear this one. The ones that it reminded me of. Occasions, honestly, guys, I think you can wear this one all occasions. I think it's like fruity enough and playful enough and sweet enough to be casual day wear. But I think this one does have some of the amber. It's like kind of warm, spicy, and from the cinnamon, it's kind of warm, spicy in the dry down. So I think that's going to be a nice evening fragrance as well. Again, you guys can wear these wherever you like, but I think this would be good for both. It's really casual with the fruity notes. And then when it dries down, it's nice and spicy, and it still keeps some of that rose and that fruit. So, you guys can, again, wear them where you want, but that's just my recommendation, guys. Ages 25 and up. I think the rose note is gonna turn a lot of male noses off. So my viewers, I think, are mostly male. It might turn a lot of, or at least younger male noses off, because rose it's an acquired taste. A lot of guys think it's more feminine. I get it. There's only a couple of rose fragrances that I like. Rose 31. There's the Machino, the teddy bear one. And there's maybe one more that I like that's really considered more of a rose. It's from Victor and Rolf, Dancing with Roses. I like this one. I think I can pull it off. Dancing with Roses is a very fruity rose as well. Very spicy, fruity, zingy rose. This one reminds me, doesn't remind me of it, but it's sort of in the same lines to where I think I can pull this rose off. But I do think you got to be a little bit more mature as a man to really appreciate this one. Not a big deal if you don't like it. It's just, again, the rose note is going to be key here for the 25 and up crowd, guys. Overall, I think this is a good fragrance. Is it going to be my go-to fragrance or something I'm going to grab a lot? No. Is it good quality? Yes. Is the presentation stellar? Yes. Is the price stellar? Yes. Performance, awesome. it happens to remind me of three that I've owned and I like. So this is why I like it. Again, that's personal. It's a personal preference. Not going to be for everyone, guys. But if you guys want to try slightly leaning feminine rose, spicy rose that's sweet, you're going to want to try this one, guys. I think it's really nice. Again, not going to be my top recommendation to you guys, especially if you're into more masculine, woody fragrances. But if you like rose and you like a rose that's maybe doesn't lean all the way feminine, because like I said, there's only a couple of rose fragrances out there that I can pull off, or that are really available for guys. And the Moschino teddy bear one is the one that I like probably the most besides this one. This one here really came out of nowhere. Again, I was on the fence early on. But yeah, again, like with most fragrances, it takes time, for me to figure out whether they're going to be a keeper or not. And I really like this one. I just love the bottle. I love the feel of it. I think it smells different than a lot of fragrances that I have. I love that it has the three phases. Again, that's just my opinion. But the fact that this has three phases for a $30 fragrance, whatever I said, 25, that's awesome. I mean, you can't really ask for much more. I still have the pink to pink. We'll see where that one goes, guys. I want to say I read the notes for that one too, and it kind of along the same lines. We'll see if that one goes even further down the feminine trail. We'll see, but I'm going to give it a chance. But guys, yeah, I like this fragrance. Again, it's not going to say it's going to be some big stunner, but if you like rose fragrances, jammy, sweet, vanillic roses, you're going to like this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments below. Am I crazy, guys? Let me know. Let me know if I'm crazy, if this is too feminine. I can totally understand if you think it is, guys, but I think it might slip under the radar, guys. But those are just my thoughts. But what are your thoughts on that one? Let me know. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video, please click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications for future first impressions videos and first set of content just like this, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. There, you'll find first set of photos and future contest winners. And as always, until next video, you guys take care. Thanks.